Welcome to Mora AFC. It is what it is. An easy way how to draft your strapless or tube top, Bustier tube top. Very simple, very easy way. Don't get scared about the lines. I'm going to explain everything, and I'm going to leave the link below. You need your basic body pattern, so I'm going to leave the link below to try and check it out how to draft your basic body pattern. Again, they don't get scared. Just line. But I'm still gonna explain a little bit here. This is the bust line. That is the bust line from your shoulder to your bust on your nipple side. That's the bust line, your chest, and from your shoulder to your waist under bust. That's the under bust, and from your shoulder to your waistline or half length. This is the neck, 3x3, the shoulder, and your armhole. Armhole, you can divide your shoulder into two, give you the measurement of your armhole, or you can divide your bust measurement by 6 plus 1.5. That will give you the measurement of the armhole. Everything is being explained in the body basic pattern. Check out the link below. But what we're gonna do here, we're gonna need your nipple to nipple measurement. Your nipple to nipple. If your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, you're gonna divide it by 2. You're gonna start from your chest line and go to your under bust and you go on your waistline. So when it is 8, you divide it by 2. When it is 7, you divide it by 2. Remember, your fabric didn't fold into 2. So you're gonna draw your line from your nipple, from your bust to your waist. So you're gonna come to your waistline. You're gonna go here 1 inches and go to this part 1 inches, 1 inches and 1 inch. When it comes under bust, you can do the same thing, 1 inches and 1 inches. But you want it to curve, you want the curve to come, really well, the shape to fit really well, come well. You can make it 1/4 of an inch to other side and 1/4 of an inch to the other side. But it's still going to depend how big your boom boom is. Your breast is going to depend on how big the size. You can even go to on your waistline. You can make it 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch at the waistline side and come. It depends your waist. It depends the measurement of your bust, how big your bust is. So I'm just connecting the lines. I'm working on under your bust, so I'll connect this line from your nipple point to under your bust, from your nipple point under your bust. Very simple as that. I know you are feeling it. Check out the link below how to draft a basic body patterns. It's not a straight, you just have to give it a little bit of curve. We call it blind curve. A blind curve. Don't see it's like a curve, blind curve. Just give it a little bit of curve to remove blend it in a little bit of curve, to remove the sharpy side of it. It's not a straight line, so that the curve will really protrude very well. It is what it is. So I'm going on the shoulder line. You're gonna divide it by 2. I have 5, so when I divide it by 2, it's going to give me 2.5. So I'm going to divide. So I'm going to draw a straight line to that point on your nipple point. So right now we need your bust radius. Your bust radius, that is from your nipple point under your bust. That is 4. And I'll go to that top from your nipple point up to that line and I'll mark 4. You can decide to go round it, circle. If you have a compass, go circle around it, but it's just a waste of time. So you just have to go with this 3 steps that I'm teaching you. You come on the line, you measure 4. Then you come to this side, you measure 4. You make sure you have the actual 4 and go to that line, that side. Then you measure 4 inches. That's the 3 line will help you to get the curve, because that's the place that we're going to work on. So I'm making sure I mark 1 inch that place and 1 inch that place as well. I just have to make sure that I have my 4. So I'm checking to get my 4 because I'm going to make a curve over there. It's Mora AFC. It is well. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and comment. It is what it is. So I'm gonna just join it up. Just like that. This is a strapless top or two Bustier top. So I just have to make my curve. You join the 3 points, you give you the actual curve that you need at that point. That place is very important. So to make your design how you want the front to be, sweetheart neck or whatever you want the neck style that you want to be. But this sweetheart neck, you have to know where to reach. You can make it 6 and 6 or 6.5 or even 7. It depends how you want that place to be curvy. It depends how you want that place, the sweet neck fall. It depends how you want it to fall. So I'm just making my sweetheart neck. You can go deeper. Like I said, it depends how stylish you want that place to be. But don't go deeper. This is just a tube Bustier top. You can't go deeper. So you just have to make your curve pass through the armhole. There's 2 ways of doing this. You want it to stick on your armhole. You want a little bit space in your armhole. If you want a little bit space in your armhole, you just have to come by half an inch or maybe 1 inch. So you just have to come and you draw a new line. So it's up to you how you want your armhole, the armpit side, how you want it to be. You want it to be freely and have a space there. You just have to come a little bit, half an inch below. This is a new line. You can decide to make it tight in your armpit side. It's up to you. These are 2 lines that I have taught you right now. You can choose whatever you want to choose. So now we time for input our measurement. Your bust measurement, you divide it by 4. You mark it down plus your sewing allowances. Remember at that point we have to join it, so you give us half an inch. So you have to add it up plus your sewing allowances. This is just on the pattern. It is not on the fabric. So when you cut it like this, when you put it on your fabric, make sure you add your half inch sewing allowance to it. For example, when you're marking for your nipple to nipple measurement and you have 8, you divide it by 2, that will give you 4. When you are working on the actual measurement, you have to make it 4.5. But because of this just on the pattern, I can make it that way. But this on the pattern, I just keep the sewing allowance to somewhere. So you come on your waistline, you measure, you divide it by 4, whatever you get, plus the 2 inches that we have over there. Remember, we minus 1 inch at that part. So you just have to add 2 inches plus the joining. This one, you just have to, that's 2 inches, just have to put it back. Plus the join half an inch that you gotta add it to it, you just have to add it to it, because when you're cutting the fabric, you're gonna join the 2 inches plus 1 inch plus the sewing allowances. Then you join it together. It's more IFC, it is what. If you don't understand it, keep playing the video, keep watching it, you will get what I mean. So it's time to cut it. Make sure you add your sewing allowances to it when cutting on the main fabric. I can see this is the sewing allowance that I'm adding in the bit. I'm just showing you to you when you are cutting on the main fabric. After cutting on the pattern like this, you put it on the fabric, you add your sewing allowance to it. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share and comment. Tell me what you think. It's more IFC. This is a strapless top tube Bustier top. You just have to cut it out, just cut everything out and just move it on. You can decide to use the top to put your nets, make another design, whatever you want. But if you are going for tube top Bustier, you just have to throw that one away and just get it on your way. So when you cut it like this, when you're cutting on your main fabric, you make sure you see how it is. This is how it will come. You make sure you make your notches. Remember, the fabric is being folded into 2. you make your notches to mark the lines correctly. If you don't make the notches and make everything go directly to each other, you're gonna have some little bit of problem. You're gonna be, what it is. So this is the front. We're done with the front. Much work is done in the front than the back. Much work is done in the front. Like I said, you need your basic body pattern. Very simple. Just like that. You use your nipple to nipple measurement, then you make your dart. You need to come below your armhole 1 inch. This is the zip side. It's option. The zip side is very option. It's option. It depends the kind of fabric that you are using. Are you using elastic fabric, or you are using the African print and Ankara fabric? Do you understand? Are you using that? So the zip side is very option. You can put, when you're dealing with the elastic fabric, you don't put a zip. You just have to, because it's elastic. So like I said, remember in the front one, we came by the armhole by 1/2 inch. You can decide to do that, or maybe you go down by, you make it pass through the armhole exactly. So you can decide to draw a straight line if it's passing through the armhole. You can decide to go straight, or decide to come down by 1 inch. That is the back. You decide to go straight, or you decide to come back 1 inch. Then you draw a straight line. I don't like straight line curve like that. I want to be like curvy, a bland curvy. Just curve it a little bit. It will give you a beautiful shape at the back. To give you a beautiful shape, just a little bit of curve. Call it blind curve, blind curve. It's like a little bit of curve at that back. Don't go like straight away. So you can end up like that. But when you're dealing with coming back at the below, like in the armpit, remember we came there by 1/2 inch. If you want to use that one, then you go there by the 1/2 inch. You go there by the 1/2 inch. You make sure that the armpit side is supposed to be the same as the front side. Do you understand? The armpit side is supposed to be the same as the front armhole side, so that it will connect. So whatever you do below is up to you. It's more IFC. It is what it is. Always remember. You have to watch out the kind of fabric you are using. It's very, very important. The fabric you are using, you have to consider the fabric. Consideration of the fabric is very important, because if you are working with elastic fabric, it's not the same as working with an normal printed Ankara African print style, a fabric which is not stretchy. To understand, it's very, very important. Take a note on that. It's more IFC. Reads what is. Thank you for everything, for enjoying it. This is a simple way. I give it out. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. Shalom, peace, God bless everybody. Me out here, live. Enjoy it.